Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently fighting a defensive war here. We've taken control over this gateway and now our primary forces are heading over to Nyxris to eliminate this station here and head down to Trappist eventually. There is a FTL inhibitor here, so what would we have to do here? The FTL inhibitor is on the station, not on the planet. Okay, so we should be able to bypass this and make our way into Trappist and move their logistics back to Brachium. That'll buy us a lot of time for moving around over on this flank, and that should be absolutely great. Now, these numbers are not looking as good as I remember them looking at the end of last episode. We'll see what happens after the next month tick, because it'll have to update. I just started up the game, so we'll see about that. For now, I want to just check through our jobs really quickly here. We also have our Federation fleet heading up to go take back terminal egress, and that should be no real problem there. That should be absolutely fine. So up we go there. They've got a lot over in Wenquart and a few in Trevel. But overall, they're in a very... They have some up over this way as well, too. They're in a very strange position here. Very strange indeed. I'm not sure what their plan is, to be honest. So we'll tick on forward for right now.
Competitive station engaged.
We'll take back terminal egress, and that will fall very, very easily. And I think we'll just leave these guys in orbit of the terminal egress starfleet, or starbase rather. Yeah, we'll lose a destroyer or two there. That's not a big deal though. And we'll just leave these guys here. Now, we definitely want the space storm to go away. There's no doubt about that. But let's see what these numbers look like once our month tick happens here. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Fantastic. So we're making our way down over towards Nyxris at this moment. And we've got ourselves a reasonable defensive position here going on. Our Federation is currently making offensive action. And we're going to head down into Isum at this point with our landing fleet. This is already occupied. So we're going to land on Pacon. 1341. That is a bit on the powerful side. But I think we can pull that off. Should be fine. It'll be a little weaker by the time we get there in theory, as long as they continue bombardment anyway. So we definitely want to continue reinforcement of these fleets. If I recall correctly, we do have dark matter right now. Okay. So our primary lack is alloys at this moment. Looks good. So we're going to hit Nyxris here. And the question is, what exactly is their plan? Why are they sitting in Wenquart? Why are they sitting in Ciabora? Why are they sitting... Well, actually, they've moved from Nightbirth. These guys have moved over to Ciabora. Is their plan to hit here or here? Maybe.
Competitors engaged.
But also, maybe they're heading over this direction. I guess we'll see. So we're hitting Nyxris, and we're going to take out a reasonably sized fleet here. Unfortunately, the Space Storm is removing all shields. And we don't really have the resources to switch over to full armor. So that's not an option at this moment. But we are going to take over this station, no doubt about that. What we got over here? 58K fleet? Okay, we'll definitely take that. And there's that station falling. Okay, now they've moved in a 58K, a 168K, and a 149K fleet here. They've moved a lot into Trappist. We may have to back off here. They have been cut off from their hyper relay. So these guys now should have to fly all the way over. They're still acting like they're moving through the hyper relay.
Asset lost.
But they're just kind of sitting there. Oh, we've got this going on again, where these guys are just sitting back here, and this is the only fleet engaging. That's actually really bad here. That means we have to retreat. Sad. We probably had to retreat anyway, though. And these guys can't retreat. They're going to die, but that's very sad. We probably had to retreat anyway, though. We wouldn't be able to take on their full force here. These guys would have to fly over, yes. And we would have had extra time there. But we probably would have had to retreat anyway. So for the time being, that's fine. When are these going to get back? It shouldn't be too bad. 27. Okay, this is like 2 months. Sure. That should be reasonable. What's the price of alloys? 4? That's not horrible. It's not amazing, though. But yeah, honestly, that's kind of my biggest complaint about Stellaris right now, is when you have a situation like that where one fleet engages and the others just sit at the star for no reason and do nothing. I really, really don't like it when that happens. And unfortunately, it does happen relatively often. It just means that you end up taking far higher losses than you should.
Blocker liquidated.
When that does happen. I think it's a bug, but I'm not 100% certain if that's intended behavior or not. If it is intended behavior, I don't like it. That's for sure. So what's the price of alloys? 4.04? Sure. Let's sell off a couple of rare crystals here and some exotic gases and a few volatile motes. And I'm going to buy in a few alloys. We know that we're going to need to replenish our forces. Are we coming back at Howling Vortex? I'm assuming so. We're going to have some time while they come in through here. Wait a second, they're going to Trappist? They're not actually going to attack us? They've not actually claimed this station. They don't have access to the hyper relay. That's very strange. I'm not sure what their goal here is. But clearly they don't want to lose their gateway in Trappist, right? Hello, we have a couple of fleets popping through here in Karathor from our Federation friends. Okay. Now, our fleets should be basically back very, very soon. And yeah, they're popping back in Nightburst, but we can get back very quickly. So I think that entering orbit here is probably completely okay. Let's just get some repairs here. That'll be fine. Let's get all of our forces except... Okay, these guys... This is simply a cruiser. Where do you need to go? You can move into the set swarm. Everybody else here... I want them to come back and get repairs. As long as we're here. So we're going to enter orbit here. And then we're going to start reinforcing these fleets. So we'll reinforce that one. That's at full strength, but that did take nearly all of our alloys. And now we're working on lesser messes. Okay. However, we are seeing our Federation fleets start to come through over here and start to make some gains there. So I do like that. How is this invasion going? Pretty well, actually. That looks good. So we're going to have that under control. This is partly occupied right now. Sure. But our Federation forces moving through over here is definitely buying us some breathing room. However, we've been attacked down near Polbankir.
We have lost a starbase.
So, here's a question. How quickly can we get all of this repaired? The answer is we need to go to Polbankir right now and enter orbit here. So we're going to do exactly that. Are they already moving towards Polbankir? Not yet. Okay. That's good. We're very, very pleased about that. So the Unceasing Tit Raiders here are currently ready to go. To traders? Probably. We'll reinforce our fleets then. That's all looking good. Arrested development. Okay, that's sad, but whatever.
Research actualized.
So these guys are sitting here.
Blocker liquidated.
They're just chilling in Theravia right now. So, as a hypothetical, at this moment, these guys are sitting here. I kind of want them to go take back Bij and then return to terminal egress. Cool. Did we... Okay, we have additional ship types here. Sure, that's fine. Just wanted to double check that real quick. We know there's a lot of forces out over here. Our Federation has some forces in Karathor. But we're popping over to Polbankir here, And that should cause these guys to want to retreat. Yes. They're heading out. That's fully expected. Cool. So we're going to grab repairs at the Pulbonkir station. We're going to continue to reinforce our fleets here. 75 reasons away from a status quo, huh? Okay. And yeah, that's all looking good as far as places that we gain. Beautiful. So we've fully invaded over here. We should head over to Cithron and land there. 424, yeah, that should be absolutely safe. No problem whatsoever. These guys are backing off. We're going to finish up our repairs. I'd like to hit Magaran here.
Competitors
and
engaged.
Get that gateway out of here. Pushing back how far they can go, essentially. So they're attacking at Nyxris.
Starbase
That's
under
unsurprising
assault.
that they're attacking out over here. So that's completely fine for the moment. I'm not too concerned about that. We're freeing up a lot of these Federation ships out over this way. And where have our Federation ships attacked? They've not all moved down there. It looks like they're heading up this way, primarily. Sure. But realistically, this war feels super doable.
Starbase under
Assembly
assault.
algorithms finishing, sure. And we have an available leader trait for our general. Okay, sounds good. Army morale would be really, really good here. So we'll go for that. Magnificent. We're getting these repairs done, but there's a lot of work to do on that yet. These guys are sitting back here,
Starbase under
defending their
assault.
gateway. With all of these forces in Brachium, that likely means that we can't attack here.
We
Not
have
at this
lost a
moment.
starbase.
Where was that? Over in Nyxris? Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. Have we gotten Bidge back yet? No, we have not. Oh, they've attacked terminal egress. I see. Okay, that's what they decided to do. Gotcha. For the moment, that's okay. We'll let them back off again. What happened to... Oh, we got caught with the fleet here. They didn't actually leave. Sad. Sad indeed. So the Federation fleet is at what status? Where are you? Let's go to. This is the current Federation fleet. Okay, that's not great. The Federation fleet was apparently fully destroyed. Sure. Well, are they just going to chill in terminal egress, or are they going to leave? It looks like for the moment they're chilling there, and I'm reasonably content with that. Our Federation is building up forces in Karathor. Our repairs are now complete over here. We're going to go hit Theravia, and if these guys move in and attack us here, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. So we're going to head on over to Theravia, and these guys are just kind of chilling near the gateway right now. But I think they might look to leave. We'll see. But this is the way this war is going to play out, right? We're going to have to respond to locations where this sort of thing isn't. And we're going to have to keep our fleet together. We can't really
Commencing seizure of
hold
planetary
any
asset.
particular point. We can prevent them from taking more than 1 to 2 points at a time. In the meantime, our Federation members are going and causing damage to them in
Competitive
locations
station
like this, which seems good. So obviously we take back Theravia. This is not a problem. That's already done. And these fleets here are going to head over and be in position to jump down this way. We're not going to immediately jump, though. Okay, these guys actually left. Now we can jump. Yes, they can come back, but they have a lot in Brachium right now. That is dangerous. They can pop through their gateway here incredibly quickly. They are moving towards the gateway. Let's position there. And let's see where this force decides to respond. If we need to, we can just come up here and look to take back terminal egress eventually. And let's see, that's the 4-fan Starfleet there. And we have the Ippy Armada as well. Okay. I'm going to merge those together for the moment. And I want to go into the fleet designer here. Okay, that's very awkward. Sure. I'm definitely a little scared of this force here. They're heading towards the gateway. To what end?
Planetary market secured.
Okay, so that is this area now under our control. So I'm going to pull our armies back at this point. We're going to head back to Nightbirth for the moment. Okay. Okay, they pulled forces out of Brachium. Where did they go? They're still going to be right next to a gateway, right? No doubt about that. Looks like... Okay, they pulled out of terminal egress as well. Let's think about popping through here in 30 days and hope that we don't get caught. That would be awkward if we did. Our Federation, of course, is engaging down over here, and it looks like they're winning this. The Space Storm is making this war really awkward.
Station engaged.
No doubt about that. So we've attacked over here, and we will eliminate their Juggernaut fairly quickly. This station needs to go fast to prevent them from bringing forces through this gateway. And we're moving very slowly due to the Space Storm. Incredibly slowly. That's painful. We are working on the Juggernaut out over here as well. And we are seeing quite a number of engagements happening down over here on the station. So we're kind of split at this moment. I really wish they hadn't have declared this war during the Space Storm. It just makes everything so much more awkward. Like, tremendously awkward. So we're going to attack there for now. The question is, where did they end up going? Here. They went down to here. Okay. For now, that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. We need to close in quite a bit. Our weapons are quite close range. So the Space Storm sublight speed reduction is very painful. 50% and an additional 50%. So we're moving at, I think, 25% speed here. It hurts. It hurts a lot.
Asset lost.
A ridiculous amount, in fact. Now we're finally close enough to do some damage to this thing. But we've gotten kind of shredded by long-range attacks there. That's for sure. Did we fully lose a fleet? We may have just fully lost a fleet due to the Space Storm. And now, of course, we've got the Juggernaut up here that's been firing this whole time. We've got them splitting up again. At least we're sending 3 fleets up here. So we have 6 fleets here. So I don't think we fully lost a fleet. No, we did lose a lot of corvettes, though. Luckily, they can't pop through this gateway. But man, this speed hurts. Okay, there we go. So these guys are going to move, honestly, maybe to terminal egress directly. Terminal egress does have the speed reduction, but it's only a 50% rather than a 50% and then another 50% on top of that. I think for the moment, though, we're going to pop back to Edamar and enter orbit there. We really need to reinforce after that one. And we've got these here. We've got a couple of destroyers. Okay, the destroyers can move into the set swarm. And then the set swarm is going to enter orbit here. Okay, it's going to take some time to get there. No doubt about that. Man, some of these locations are really rough. To be fair, though, a big part of that, I believe, was due to the communications jammer here for the sublight speed. No, it's just applying the sublight speed reduction twice. Okay, that's very exciting. So now we know that this system is very painful. Well, the station is going to replenish over time, and they'll have to take that back. They'll also take losses there, and we can see our Federation attacking out over here. It looks like they've backed off in the face of our Federation attacking. They don't want to fight our Federation, which is fascinating. Okay. So we're going to hop through to Edamar, and once we get there... Man, I really want this space storm gone. This is so slow. Once we get there, we're going to work on reinforcements and replenishments. I do want to check through for jobs. We need every alloy we can get our hands on at this moment, but there are no available jobs right now. What is the price of alloys? Actually pretty cheap. Going to sell off a bunch of consumer goods. Going to sell off some food here. A few volatile motes, but not too many. A few exotic gases, a few rare crystals. We'll sell off all of our zero that we have here, and none of our dark matter. We know that we're going to need dark matter. Okay, so now we're going to buy in 5,000 alloys, and then we'll let that price drop. Cool. So the Forfan Starfleet is replenishing. It's not us that's building that. So that's looking good. If we were to do a status quo piece right now, we would, of course, lose Bij and terminal egress in exchange for 8 planets and 6 systems. I would consider that a win, personally. We can actually head down to Nyxris, because I believe that we claimed this. And we can land here. Right? We claimed that? Yes, we did. We also claimed Karathor, so we can grab both of those. We'll get to work on that, and we can continue to replenish our forces here. Putting those alloys in. Alien megastructure completing, sure. Okay, so we're still in this same system. We've not made it to the gateway yet. That's insane.
Blocker liquidated.
That is absolutely insane. We're making it now. There we go. So we're through the gateway, and at least in Edamar, we can move reasonably quickly. In fact, we can move quite quickly, and our shields will regenerate here as well, which is nice. We'll continue to reinforce our fleets. That 43,000 I don't think was accurate. I think we need closer to like 90,000 at this moment. We're going to get our repairs done here in Edamar. That should finish up quasi-quickly. Okay, the price of alloys has dropped again. I'm going to buy another 5,000. And we'll continue to reinforce our fleet. The Forfan Starfleet is not really strong enough to go up there. We're going to move the Forfan Starfleet to group up with the rest of our forces for right now. And this seems reasonably fine. So our Federation is attacking out over here. Looks good.
Blocker liquidated.
We're finishing up our repairs. That all looks good too. And we can just continue to reinforce our fleets. So at this point, we're short on, what, dark matter? Yeah, dark matter. So we should consider buying in some... Ooh, dark matter is so expensive.
Planetary asset.
It's so expensive. It's what we're short on. Okay, I'm going to sell 500 rare crystals here. We'll buy 250 dark matter, but that's painful. Yeah, 94,000 there. That's about what I expected to see. Cool. So all of these fleets are now repaired, and we're going to go up and take back terminal egress. Beautiful. So we'll arrive there in just a few days. These guys, they can't get there super quickly. They're just chilling over here right now. They're not near their gateway either. Okay. So they're basically all concentrated here. Fascinating. I have no idea what their plan is and why they're not attacking. I must assume... the only thing I can assume is that this is some, like, Stellaris AI weirdness.
Blocker liquidated.
Because they really should be attacking. With this force, just concentrate your force, punch through somewhere. It doesn't matter where. When you have a force like this, just attack. That's the whole thing. Just attack somewhere. It literally doesn't matter where. So we're going to go take terminal egress back, and at this point, we're just going to grab this, and it should fall quite quickly. And then we're going to park... Are we going to park in terminal egress? I don't know. It's got the space storm going on.
Planetary market secured.
Okay, so we've successfully landed in Nyxris. From here, we're going to head over this direction and land on Nafdigo. How strong would that be? 1,000? Should be doable. Do we have that claimed? No. Let's claim it. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to have these guys move down to Bij, if I remember. We'll see if I remember. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.